Hello, lovelies. So, I brought a true story of what happened in Anambra State, Nigeria. It was on the 23rd of January 2025 that a heartbreaking and touching thing happened, and the entire family of this woman have been crying together with her 5 children. The community as well is sad to the extent that they have called out the governor's wife to intervene and vow that justice must be served. Mrs. Chioma left home on Tuesday morning to go about her activities. However, when she returned home in the evening, she was confronted by her angry husband, and the outcome of this confrontation has brought tears to the entire family. Mr. Sunday, the husband to Mrs. Chioma, was said to have accused his wife of going out on a date with another man. He accused her of cheating on him, and this accusation led to an argument. We can't tell if Mrs. Chioma was trying to explain herself during the argument, but it was recorded that Mr. Sunday was seriously boiling with anger, and out of this anger, according to people around, he took a can of petrol which he poured on his wife, and it didn't end there. He went further to set her ablaze. So it was gathered that Mrs. Chioma shouted at the top of her voice as she ran aside to seek help from neighbors and people, that are around. So people who saw her in that painful state tried to rescue her by putting off the fire, but she had already suffered some burns. They took her to a hospital and stayed there for about a day, but unfortunately it was too severe. The next day she couldn't fight for her life because the burn was much. That was how she gave up. As for Mr. Sunday, it was said that he willingly gave himself to the police after this act he committed. Mrs. Chioma was a mother of 5 children. She was a businesswoman, and it was gathered that she was the breadwinner of the family. Mr. Sunday's marriage to Mrs. Chioma was not the first, as it was gathered that he was married before and had 2 kids, but it didn't work out because of this maltreating attitude. The estranged wife left with the 2 kids. It is unfortunate that Chioma was not bold enough to leave while she was alive. It was also said that this was not the first attempt of hurting her, that it has been happening before this very one. So Mr. Sunday was questioned by the police what really came over him, and he narrated that it wasn't his intention to end it all for Mrs. Chioma, his wife, but he blamed it on his inability to control his anger, and also said that his wife was living a promiscuous lifestyle. He told the police that he was doing it with different men in the community they stay, and what made him to act this way this time was when a particular man who had slept with his wife, according to the man, not that Mr. Sunday saw them. It was the man that came to tell Mr. Sunday that he had slept with his wife, and he started mocking and shaming him. So Sunday said he couldn't bear it anymore, and when he couldn't tell his wife whereabouts, immediately she returned home, he confronted her, which led to argument, and from the argument to this very act he committed. This is sad. If truly you are sure that your wife was seeing other men, why not end the marriage? It would have been better than this trouble you caused for yourself, your children, your family, and the community. See the pain, see the trouble he has caused. Who is going to raise these 5 children? Who will raise the 5 children? What about this Mr. Sunday? He has entered trouble now because the police will surely deal with him. He will be prosecuted. What about the family of Mrs. Chioma? Look at the pains he has put the family of Mrs. Chioma into. Sending her away, ending the marriage would have been better. Yes, it's just quite unfortunate that this happened. It's so sad. It's really, really sad. So this is it. If there is any other information concerning this story, I will communicate with you, lovely people. But this story is just a sad one. It's not really a sweet story. Women, learn how to live when the environment is no longer conducive and safe for you. This is just what I will say. See you guys in our next video. Bye.